All right, it is the boil up, as we've dubbed it last week. And let me see.
This is the calm before the storm, or perhaps the storm before
Sound check,
the
yes.
calm. It really only matters.
Yes, hello everyone.
All right, you're sounding all right.
But we bomb, I know, cause I was told by my mom, but she said it's slightly different, I think.
Can you share the link to
This is
the
the waiting
Discord?
room music. This is the waiting room
I
music
can.
that we chose
Thank you,
for the
sir.
waiting room. Maybe you just tuned in during this lyric. If the
I will do
volume
the
is too
same,
low, turn it
yeah.
up so you can hear it. This is a new show, so this song might change, but let's wait and see when song and Yas hit the stage. This is the calm before the storm, or perhaps the storm before the calm. It really only matters if you like our form. If you don't, it might be considered a bomb. But we bomb, I know, cause I was told
All
by my
right,
mom,
Kirk
but she
says
said
he
it's
can hear
slightly
you.
different, I think.
Perfect. I made sure all my buttons fucking work this time.
Heck yeah. You hear that, folks? We got working buttons.
All right. Oh.
Dun 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 dun.
This is the
All
end of
right,
the song.
and let's see if you're here this early. Some people might even fast forward through this, so it's even better. It'd be more of a surprise. So, not confirmed yet, but we might have a very special guest coming in the next few episodes.
Hell yeah.
You guys know who I'm talking about, and
It's gonna be a cool one if it comes through, brother.
yeah, dude, I am excited. Slap my hand when I am. That's when I'm back. We're back. We're back. We're excited.
This is the calm before
We
the storm.
slap that
or perhaps
Suno when
the
we
storm
am, you know what I
before
mean?
the calm. It really only matters if you like
That
our
CROM PYUTERSON, brother.
It might be
Oh,
considered
dude,
a
and then
bomb,
next
but we bomb, I
next
know,
month
'cause I
we're
was
gonna
told
have
by my mom,
CROM
but she said
as
it's
a
slightly
as a
different, I
guest,
think.
as his own
Waiting room.
segment.
This is the waiting room.
But yeah, that's gonna be a big fun.
Yeah, I've only been able to book him for one time a month, and we get a 10-minute limit because he's got a busy schedule. So
That's true. He is a busy guy. He's got a lot of hosting to do.
yeah, dude, I gotta figure out how to wrangle him into the podcast in the way that I want to. So stay tuned for that. Man, how was your week, dude? Outside of what we've already talked about, man.
It's all right, hanging in there, getting close. I can't believe we're already getting close to Halloween. It's gotten cold down here in Florida.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
been in like the 60s for us. That's cold down here.
It's cold here in the morning. It's like 40 degrees, and then at night it starts to chill up again, which is great because it's usually really hot in this room, especially when I have all the monitors going. It's yeah, man. But I can like open my window now and it not be sweltering in here, so it's a good time.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm much more I can hang out with the cold. The heat bothers me.
Yeah, I mean you can only take off so many clothes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I tend to agree. It's like you can always put on more blankets, but
Right. And I love sleeping in a cold room with a nice warm blanket. That's my favorite. Breathing in cold air while I'm all snuggled up. Good times.
Welcome to Artificial Intelligence, a song on the Yasek.
I don't look at that cold. Yeah, River said it's been in the 30s.
Yeah, man.
He's from up north. When I was in Michigan, though, honestly, like I lived there for like 7 months, and while I was there, it got to the point towards the end there where I was just, if it was 40 or up, I was just in short sleeves.
Yeah. All right, so somebody said that I was a bit faint, so I turned myself down. Now I'm gonna turn my head monitors off, and nope, that don't help me at all. That makes it worse. I sound real tinny to myself. It didn't sound that way before, which is strange, but okay, whatever. I'm in a good mood. You in a good mood, dude? I'm in a good mood.
Been a pretty good mood, man. It's not bad. Things are okay.
Yeah, man. In a good mood, getting in the mood. You know what I mean?
Hey, did you see that they've got people talking in their dreams now, dude?
I saw that. I was on
Pretty wild stuff.
Bo's stream last night, and he brought that up as well. And I was like, man, for me, it's like it's all hearsay until I get to experience it. You know what I mean? Like they can say
Yeah,
whatever
I
they
feel
want, but if I'm a experienced believer, right? Like, let me experience the thing. Let me tell Yazik something in my dream, and he comes back and says, Shablankenstong, and I'm like, oh shit, how did you know that? And we were across states. Yeah, man.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, you're out here.
Mangy Carl's in the building.
You're out here talking about dreams in your dreams. And me and the bed were in the back, and we just wanted to let you know that we don't. Hey, yo.
Man. I always think of that one, and I also always think of there's one moment where Kurt Angle's like, well, Hulk Hogan, you suck, pal. Was that Kurt, or was it might have been Chris Jericho?
It sounds like more like Jericho.
It probably was Jericho. And then there was that time when he came out and it was The Rock, and The Rock was like, what is your name? And he starts to say it, and he's like, it doesn't matter what your name is.
Dude, man, Attitude Era is so good. So good. Have you listened to Tommy's podcast, by the way?
I still have.
Oh, dude, it's so good. Watch from the beginning if you do.
Yeah, I really. What's it called?
Tales from the Attitude Era.
I'm making myself a note now so I don't forget it.
All right, we are now in the countdown after the countdown after the countdown, because apparently when I hit start or begin broadcast, manage broadcast, and I start the broadcast, apparently it alerts YouTube, which is kind of cool. I don't have to do that shit, so I can start that, as early as I want, so people can jump in the chat. So if you're reading all that message from the top of the hour, or the top of the end of last hour, you'll see random chat in there with me and Kirk Wagner. But it's good to know. I learn something every now and again, just by making mistakes. So at least I didn't start the stream. He's seeing me looking at all these different scenes, making sure everything works.
Oh man, I'm telling you, so the 7th episode of Bard Advice, I think it's the 7th one, is called A Very Gremlin-y Christmas, because I had issues like practically the whole show. In fact, I think that episode is slightly shorter than an hour because of that.
Yeah. Speaking of gremlins, man, I got a new dog, and he looks like the Mohawk gremlin.
Oh yeah, I thought didn't you send me a picture?
I might have, but I'll have to.
If I remember seeing it.
Fingers crossed. This episode, he scratches at the door to come in, but he's not as vocal or communicative as Chippy is. Chippy's in here, but he looks like some weird rat bat dog thing.
What is the new one's name?
His name is now Tux. I don't know if you've ever played Tux and Fanny or have seen the short film Tux and Fanny. It's quite interesting. Highly recommended. The game is on the Switch Marketplace or whatever. Anyways, it's that time.
This is artificial intelligence.
Introducing your West host, Sangaria, and your East host, Zick. And I am CROM PYUTERSON. I have an answer. More audience. Artificial intelligence, be it.
And welcome to Artificial Intelligence. I'm your West host, Sangaria.
Now I'm your East host, Yazik. Welcome. This is a show where we make music with AI, and we do it with humans.
That's right. And later in the episode, I cut Yazik off again, and like I did just now. And we'll make music with you guys too, is what I was going to say. And then I started commenting on how I cut Yazik off. That's the kind of humor you get here on Artificial Intelligence. And speaking of making AI music, and using Suno. Suno has a new feature now, and I forgot to set up a scene for it, but you're just gonna hear it. So they have a feature where you type in, or you don't type in, you use your at this point it's only iOS, but you use your camera, right? And or you can upload a video too. I think I haven't tried that yet, but I've done the using the camera feature. It's called Scenes, right? Suno Scenes. So it takes whatever video you send it. It asks you for a brief description of what's going on, and then it makes a song. It gives you like a 30-second thing. Anyways, I wanted to show what I did, and here's the original audio from the video, which is essentially just me spinning around in my chair, the chair that I'm sitting in now, in dimly lit room, nothing else, and I'm just spinning, right? Anyways, here's what it gave me. It's not showing on the screen because I'm not playing it on the screen. It's just audio.
I don't think that there's audio either.
Oh, they're not getting audio either. All right. Well, looks like we're going to just cut that into the other thing, which is this one right here.
Homework, only get one song each. Homework, make a new one every week. Homework, and it's that part of the show. Homework, time to hit play, let's go!
Yeah. All right. We'll do it on this screen because couldn't do it on the other one. So, welcome to Homework on Artificial Intelligence. I'm your West host. It's Sangria. All right, hang on. Yaz is a little smudged to the right. Let's take him back over here, just from my own.
A bit crooked,
OCD.
askew slightly. Yes, that's a great point, Ann. Some things are for Discord only. So if you want to hear that song, we'll definitely put a copy of it in the Discord for people to hear.
Yeah, and also, well, I have something else to share from that. Right? We'll share it all later. But we got some homeworks. So this week's theme is haunted house, and the last episode we decided to go with house music as our genre. So
Haunted houses, house.
Haunted house squared is what we're doing. And I need to display that screen, don't I? Yeah, dude, talk to yourself. All right. All right, so this one's Yazix. Anything to say before I hit play?
No, not too much. I think that this is a cover, the final one that I decided on. And I think that on the fourth one, I was really happy with it, and then I just ran a cover. I don't think that I changed anything, but I think it turned out well.
Alrighty, here we go. I don't know what it's called. What is it called?
Trauma House.
Trauma House. All right. I maximized the screen before I looked at it. All right, here we go.
Welcome to our haunted house, you're in for quite the frightful ride. Be advised, the doors will lock the moment that you step inside. You'll be faced with many fears and left with nowhere safe to hide. The first room on the right is all the things you never tried. After that we'll visit memories and the choices you regret. You'll attempt to block them out, but we'll make sure you won't forget. Once upstairs we'll talk about your taxes and all outstanding debts. If you think it's scary now, we haven't even started yet. Trauma house, impossible to escape. Trauma house in every possible shape. When you feel yourself wanting to run, the trauma house's work is done. Trauma house.
Nice.
Trauma house. In the second story bedroom, you'll meet your inner child and visit any dysfunction that hasn't been reconciled. Then we'll analyze relationships It's gonna get wild. It's like building a personal psychological profile. Trauma house, impossible to escape. Trauma house in every possible shape. When you feel yourself wanting to run, the trauma house's work is done. Trauma house. Trauma house. Trauma house. Nightmares of your past on a rickety shelf. The worst part is you can't even help yourself. Trauma house, impossible to escape.
Oh, I like that.
Trauma house in every possible shape. When you feel yourself wanting to run, the trauma house's work is done. Trauma house. Trauma house. Trauma house.
Oh, wait for it.
Nice. I like that little trill before the stuff comes back in.
Yeah. I like that it did that little ditty at the end, and I didn't ask for that. Sometimes it's good, like the second trauma house I didn't ask for. So like at the end of the chorus when it's like trauma house and then it plays a little bit and then there's like a second trauma house. I didn't ask for that. But it's like I feel like Suno is starting to recognize like what the piece calls for as a whole,
Right.
I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
It's like, oh, of course, that totally goes with that feel of the song.
Right. I've had that happen numerous times, and I think it has a lot to do too with the amount of syllables that you use per verse or whatever.
Right.
Like sometimes, depending on what it decides to do, like with the time signature or whatever, it needs something else, right? So sometimes it'll just pull from the last thing it said, which is fine. I mean, even as a lyricist, like we'll do that sometimes, right? So it just adds that extra like little layer of something. All right, so this one is mine.
Oh man, I'm excited for this one. This one's been stuck in my head all week, actually.
You know, I made these a few days ago. I don't remember when. And there's so many of them, and I couldn't decide really between them. So I had to consult with Yaz and Carl. So anyways, hope you enjoy this one. To me, it's not as house as I wanted it to be, but this one came out so good that I decided to choose it anyways. You see there, the prompt is deep house, female vocalist. So we'll see how this goes.
This one's a banger.
It's my house. It's my house. It's my house. It's my house. I bought this house last year. It was built in 1855. The flooring creaks so much, it's like the house itself has come alive. Whoa, squeaky doors and windows never bother me. Just gotta grease them and they're quiet as they ought to be. But wait a second, I swear that chair wasn't there a moment ago. And what's that shadow in the corridor? I know it wasn't there before. Oh no, it's midnight and the time is right. The sun is going down, darkness overcomes the light. The feeling in the air, it starts to energize. This feeling don't stop, oh no, it never dies. The hairs on my neck are on the rise. This house is a home from a poltergeist. All the lights turning off and on again.
Oh shit.
So I grab my phone and call a friend. All the chairs are flying from the kitchen right into the den. I'm afraid I'm not a chicken, you can call me a hen. This is my house, the spirit says to try to scare me out. It's my house, I paid a fortune just to fill it out. The value's gonna suffer if I don't complete the paint on. Call the witches cause we're gonna need a seance. It's my house. Light a candle, grab a Ouija board, get a handle on the book of the Lord. It's a gamble, I've never done this before. Gonna have to draw some symbols on the floor. Cause it's midnight and the time is right. The sun is going down, darkness overcomes the light. The feeling in the air, it starts to energize. This feeling don't stop, oh no, it never dies. The hairs on my neck are on the rise. poltergeist. All the lights turning off and on again. Getting frightened, so I grab my phone and call a friend. All the chairs are flying from the kitchen right into the den. I'm afraid I'm not a chicken, you can call me a hen. This is my house, the spirit says to try to scare me out. It's my house, I paid a fortune just to fill it out. The value's gonna suffer if I don't complete the paint on. Call the witches cause we're gonna need a seance. It's my house.
Kind of like what you were saying earlier. It said it's my house, and that wasn't even in there.
Right.
Cause it's midnight and the time is right. The sun is going down, darkness overcomes the light. The feeling in the air, it starts to energize. This feeling don't stop, oh no, it never dies. The hairs on my neck are on the rise. This house is a home for my poltergeist. All the lights turning off and on again. Getting frightened, so I grab my phone and call a friend. All the chairs are flying from the kitchen right into the den. I'm afraid I'm not a chicken, you can call me a hen. This is my house, the spirit says to try to scare me out. It's my house, I paid a fortune just to fill it out. The value's gonna suffer if I don't complete the paint on. Call the witches cause we're gonna need a seance. It's my house.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Man, that one is so much fun, and the break of it reminds me of a song, but I can't place it. Maybe it's Billie Eilish's "Bad Guy," but just that kind of vibe of like wow, wow, wow,
Yeah.
and then also like the hairs on my neck are on the rise is such a good one. And then honestly in the first verse, that section towards the end of the first verse where it's like, but I swear that chair was there.
Yeah.
So good.
When I was,
I love the vocal progressions.
yeah, when I was writing those, I was like, man, how can I play with the rhythm? Because I could just write, blah lines and that's that. So I tried
Right.
to get like a good rhythm with the words. Like if I'm just reading it as a poem or something, right? Like I wanted there to be a lot of notes, like not just 4 or 5 long notes. I wanted like a series to get a rhythm out of it instead. And man, Suno nailed it.
Yeah, you can do that too. That's actually a great experimental tip, is because like a lot of times, especially if I'm going for a specific thing, I will like count syllables and at least try to have some sort of consistency among it, whether it's like 5, 6 or like 7, 9, like some sort of a consistent, so it makes it easier for Suno. But then other times I'll just put stuff in there and then I'll just drop a line in there that's like 27 syllables. And it's like, we'll just see what it does. Let's see how it turns out.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's really cool.
Yeah, man, this one was fun because we got some interesting results. And speaking of interesting results, CROM also did homework again. And
Oh, he did.
so bear with me. I'm going to get the scene ready because I forgot to make a copy. So here we go. That's that. All right, cool. I still had it muted. That's fantastic. I got to remember to unmute that beforehand. All right, so here's this. Here is House of Acid by CROM PYUTERSON.
Shadows crawl, walls that breathe.
I hope they're hearing
Where
it.
the wind whispers secrets to the trees. Echoes of memories that never fade. A presence lurks behind the walls that sway. Forgotten dreams in dusty frames. Whispers of a love that's lost its name. Footsteps that go down the hall, where the shadows cast a lonely call. Welcome to the house where darkness reigns, where the past and present forever remain. Trapped in time where the living roam, haunted by the ghosts of what's been undone. Footsteps creak on stairs doors that groan, the sound of whispers in a hollow tone. Windows gaze like empty eyes, reflecting the souls that wander by. Scent of smoke from a fire long coal, a melody that's whispered old. In every corner, a secret's kept, where the ghosts of memories forever sleep. Welcome to the house where darkness reigns, where the past and present forever remain. Trapped in time where the living roam, haunted by the ghosts of what's been undone. In every room, a story's told, of love and loss, of life grown old. The air is thick with what's been said, in this house where the forgotten dwell, where the shadows dance upon the floor, and the wind whispers secrets evermore. A lonely heart that beats no more, in this house where the ghosts adore. Welcome to the house where darkness reigns, where the past and present forever remain. Trapped in time where the living roam, haunted by the ghosts of what's been undone. Welcome to the house where darkness reigns, where the past and present forever remain. Trapped in time where the living roam, haunted by the ghosts of what's been undone.
I freaking love that song. I don't care what
Yeah.
anybody says. That is a fucking awesome
It's
song.
really good. It was definitely more. So it's definitely more house than both of ours.
Oh, 100%.
Musically, and also just like, man, I love that. Like that break beat just makes me feel like it's like 1999.
My favorite
stuff.
favorite part of that song is before the hook comes in every time. It's like ba 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 ba, and that does it for me, right? Like if and I don't do this, right? But if I was on the floor, I'd start dancing. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah, no, I feel you. It's definitely a vibe. Like I can, it's one of those things. One of those songs I think that kind of takes you away, like mentally, visually. To like, I just was like picturing every '90s movie I've ever seen where they're like people are trying to like work their way through the club, like the chicken wizard scene from Math Lord, like
yeah,
pushing their way through the crowd and stuff. Like I can totally hear that on top of that.
probably one of my favorite songs of CROM's thus far. It might be my all-time favorite CROM song. Lyrically,
really good.
Lyrically, it was really good. I think what it is too is when we ask CROM to write something, he's very robotic with it, right? But that works very well for house, right? Like if I'm taking
It works
samples,
well for Suno too.
right. So because if I was taking samples, right, I'd like it to be, short and easily manageable for a 4 on the floor beat. Like it just works.
Yeah.
So anyways, speaking of the new feature and all of that stuff, I got that queued up finally. So I will play that now. We're gonna hear that for a second. That is not what we want to hear because it's not even that part of the show anymore. But we are gonna see this. So now you get to see both. You'll hear the original now, and it's just my face, and this is the music that came out. And that's how it sounded. Did you enjoy it? Okay, so that's that, right? And I took that and rolled with it. So the lyrics were Dim lights, bearded mystery man. And this is the second time that Suno Scenes has called me a mystery man, which is really funny to me because a nickname I had with my family back in the day was Mestizo, because I don't look Filipino. So
Mysterious.
yeah, so I took the lyrics, those lyrics, and I added my own. And I made it a bit more personal. But it came out really nice. And what I did was I exported the sound from the scenes and uploaded it into Suno, and then added the style, added the extra lyrics, and it came out better than I was hoping for. So here it is.
Dark judging underneath my desk, other dog sleeping on my bed, spinning in my chair in the studio. I'm kinda scared. It's time for the chorus though. Dim lights, bearded mystery man. Dim lights, spinning in his office chair. Dim lights, bearded mystery man. He stopped spinning halfway through 'cause he didn't want to feel nausea. We got a new dog, a year younger than my other one. New dog, he's super cute, and now I have to pick a name. New dog, can you help me name him? I don't wanna shame him, but he's filling in a void I've had since my other Shih Tzu died. Dim lights, bearded mystery man. Dim lights, spinning in his office chair. Dim lights, bearded mystery man. He had to stop spinning halfway through 'cause he didn't want to feel nausea. This is my second attempt at making a song with Suno Scenes. It's technically the third 'cause the second one didn't upload. And I'm just a little pissed, and not in the way British people use that term at all. I got a new dog. I got a new dog. I've had him for 2 days. I've already loved him.
Bearded mystery man. It's so good.
It is really good.
I want to write music like this, like non-AI. I might have to try that soon. I just love how warm it is. Like, it just sounds good in my head.
Yeah, it's very full. It's filled out.
And it ends nicely, man. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. That's great. I feel like in general across the board, Suno is getting a lot more full with the production. Like it's almost like it was running on like, I don't know, it's like a transition from like 8-bit to 16-bit or something. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like there's been like an upgrade in the output as far as the overall sound.
And much like that analogy, right? When we add too many genres, it's like having too many sprites on the screen. It doesn't know what the fuck to do.
That's true. It overloads the server, brother. That can't handle it.
Yeah, dude. And speaking of can't handle it, it's time for...
East and West hosts, stop whatever you're doing. It's time for Carl's Corner. Prepare your ears.
There it is.
Welcome to Carl's Corner.
All right. So this week, I didn't even listen to it this time.
I
But
haven't either yet, actually. I saw that it was posted. So this is exciting. This will be a first listen for everybody.
yeah, dude, here we go. Vapor Trap Witch House. I'm assuming female vocalist. Regular House. That's what this one's called. That's not a haunted house, dude. This is regular house, brother.
That's a different kind of house, dude.
Let's hear it. You gotta love when Carl does his own name shout out. That's my favorite part.
I know. He's got beat tags now. I'm soon though.
I'm excited.
Just a suburban home, no shadows creep in dark corners. No haunting whispers calling you in your sleep. No cries of mourners. No creaks and floors or doors or ghostly moans. Peaceful silence. No otherworldly growth that stands alone. Just drywall, brick and built like shit. Windows clear and the sun shines bright. No eerie sights, frights, or chilling calls. You'll find no haunting echoes within these halls. Just clean, well-decorated rooms and quiet walls. Only the sweet smell of candle melts decor with the warming colors of fall. It's a regular house, no, does not even close haunted. No ghostly visitors, cobwebs or dust. Sparkling blue, no ancient rust. No ghost beds on heaven's windows. Just the home of a family who owns a boat. The attic well insulated and bare, the basement clean. No hidden horrors or nightmare creatures ever seen. Not a single spirit left behind. Just empty space, pure peace of mind. Only fresh baked cookies and warm laundry. This house of no horror you'll find. Rest assured and sleep real tight. No spine-tingling terrors in the night. A home as calm as morning dew. Just you and quiet, nothing new. It's a regular house, no, not even close haunted.
So good.
Visitors, cobwebs or dust. Sparkling blue, no ancient rust. No ghost phantoms or whispering ghosts. Just the home of a family who owns a boat.
Fantastic.
It's a regular house, no ghosts are even close haunted. No ghostly visitors, cobwebs or dust. Sparkling blue, no ancient rust. No ghost phantoms or whispering ghosts. Just the home of a family who owns a boat.
It's a spotless house with a few bullet holes in the ceiling from that chorus. Jesus.
Yeah, bro.
Those windows did not hold up to this song. I'll tell you that right
Sounds
now.
like this would be written by somebody who was like a reformed criminal or something.
Right, and someone who knows.
Like somebody that did time in prison and then got out and got their life together and got a house, and then they're just like explaining like, no, this is just a regular house.
Yeah, but then also like the MDF part, it got to me, right? Because like,
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
so good. It's like builder grade versus like custom. Oh man,
Lowest bidder built, dude.
yeah. He had the subcontractors subcontracting on that one. Oh man, so good.
Yeah, that was great. And also, can we also just give Suno some prompts as well for its image generation? Because, man, like not always, right? But I feel like 7 out of 10 times the image is like perfect
Right.
for whatever it is that I'm doing. Like it almost makes me feel like it's got some GPT engine in it where it's like lining stuff up on Google. Because I made a lot of the Satisfactory songs for the Satisfactory album, and a lot of those images were kind of spot on for
Yeah.
whatever it was I was doing.
I'm assuming it takes like an amalgamation of whatever your lyrics are, because sometimes like if you mention one thing in there, that might end up as the main image. So it's kind of interesting.
Right.
Not always, but it does do it. It's kind of cool. All right.
Now it's time to create some shit with the audience and make an audio
You
with
guys
song
can't see
and
this,
Yaz and all
but I
our
always see
friends.
Yaz's
This
face
is the
light up when the
halfway
song
point,
comes on.
and don't you dare
Oh, yeah,
forget
I'm
it. This
excited.
song is over now. It's time to get with it.
Gonna cut out here if I don't. Yep, it cut out. That's okay because
Now it's time.
you get to hear it again. I'm just kidding. All right. So now that we're
Oh, but see, and we about that gibberish, and we were just talking about gibberpavalia earlier, so.
yeah, dude, and this is a different project, dude, and I'm not gonna show you guys what it is. Not yet, anyway. All right. So we got haunted house as our thing this time, right? Or something, haunted house adjacent. I'm okay with that. You okay with that? Yes, I think we're okay with that.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, I think as long as we're house adjacent, right? Because like mine was a different kind of haunted house, and Carl's house wasn't even haunted, brother.
Yeah, it's a
So
regular house.
I think just in that vein, maybe there's something that we can connect. I don't know. We've got a pretty creative audience. I'm sure we can come up with something.
Yeah. And to wet our whistle, so to speak, let's choose our genre now before we start coming up with
Let's
ideas.
get that over with. What is stuff we haven't done? I feel like we've done a lot.
Okay, so we've definitely done opera. We've done country.
We've done polka
We've done
and
polka,
ska.
zydeco, ska. We did ska. Well, kind of. It was one of the sub, things. What else did we do? We've done hip hop, I guess, right? Have we done like a full on let's do a hip hop song? I don't know. Possibly. So that one's in the air. A house.
What about punk rock? Like punk, or I don't even know if we've done like classic rock or like southern rock or
classic rock? Sounds like it could be fun.
goth. That could be fun.
Vapor trap.
Vapor trap. The haunted house as a business and paint some scenes with it. Yeah. Who was it? Oh yeah, Kirk said haunted house of pancakes. That's fun.
They're open for
No.
24.
Death rock.
Death rock.
I'm not opposed to the idea of going rock and just like trying a few different ones.
Let's
like,
do it. All right. So
classic rock, hard rock, death rock.
let's do classic rock since it's the oldest, right?
Psychobilly. Yeah, what is it? What are we doing with psychobilly? What is that, like Primus? R&B to Tejano? I wonder about stuff like psychobilly or like bluegrass. Sometimes those get real out of hand fast because they're such like eclectic versions of music.
Right.
I feel like Suno can't really like something like house. I think is easier because, like you were saying earlier, it's like if you've got lyrics that are indicative to like a 4 on the floor beat, then that's pretty easy.
Right.
But if you just put in bluegrass, it's like, well, those are some serious fast and switchy type licks that you're running on banjos and stuff.
1977.
1970 Southern rock. I've done a lot of Southern rock songs with Suno. It does produce some good Southern rock.
I'll throw classic rock in for now though, and we'll start the prompting. Oops, shit.
I do kind of like the idea of a haunted house of pancakes, although pancakes aren't really that scary. Haunted house is a business. That could be funny.
Like
Haunted
type
house.
that you visit on Halloween.
Yeah. Haunted house about a haunting that's mildly annoying but not scary. That's kind of funny.
So like a partially
that-
haunted house.
Yeah. Partially. Scare actors eating at a haunted house of pancakes after work. What about the fact that it's like only the kitchen is haunted? So it's like a haunted kitchen.
So the patrons don't get to experience the haunt. They can only eat the food.
Yeah.
Like hearing screams from
Well,
the.
no, I meant a haunted, not a haunted kitchen in an IHOP or like a pancake house, but like a haunted kitchen in a house.
Okay.
So it's like a house, but it's only the kitchen that's haunted. So like it's hard to eat, I guess, or they're not able to like use the fridge, and that also kind of serves as like a mild annoyance too, because it's like it's not as if you couldn't live in the house if you didn't have access to the kitchen, but it would make it pretty challenging. That'd be a pretty big obstacle to not be able to like, use the sink or the oven. Haunted food song is perfect for that. Is true song. That is like your that's your planet for sure.
Well, that's where I came from. That's my my point of
A
origin.
ghost that's a ghost that's a procrastinator. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the ghost is like there's a ghost. It's like there's a ghost in my kitchen type vibe, and he won't leave. But not for the fact that he's scary. The fact that like he's eating up all the food and stuff and like breaking stuff.
How about this? POV from the ghost, who is apathetic about haunting the people that are inhabiting his previous home from life.
So he just stays in the kitchen.
Yeah, and that's he's so lazy, and like he died in the kitchen. He's like, well, there's no reason to go in the other room, and he just don't really care, but he has to haunt for some reason.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so I'm gonna start on the chorus then.
And feel free to put in lines, folks. Really wish I wasn't here.
Wait, let's see. I was just writing, thinking of there was pop in my head right now. Classic rock. Classic rock. I have to remember that. If I started writing it as a pop song, we might get a different song. I'm trying to think of how
That's true.
a classic rock song would go, right? And the first thing comes to mind is like Back in Black and things of that nature. AC/DC is always up there. Maybe some CCR. I don't know. Is that classic rock? It's kind of southern rock, isn't it?
I'd say so, yeah. Yeah, they're pretty southern. Where's Creedence from? It's probably from like the Carolinas or something.
Maybe they were born on the bayou.
Maybe. Actually, they might be from Louisiana. I don't know. I don't know enough about them.
I do a pretty good Born on the Bayou karaoke. Just
Oh,
to
there
say.
you go. I used to do Forgot About Dre at karaoke like once a week.
Nice.
Roasted chicken. Oh, yeah, that could be. He could be like a chef. Maybe that's why he's stuck in the chorus. Or, I mean, that's stuck in the chorus. Stuck in the kitchen.
All right. Maybe
What
he
I
was
mean.
their personal chef and he spent all his time
Oh.
there. And he worked so much that when he went home, he just fell asleep and then he was right back at work. He was like a live-in personal chef, right? And he only had time to sleep because they're always eating. And that's why he's haunting the kitchen. How's that sound? Is that a decent?
Yeah, I dig that.
Because that's where his life
with
was,
that.
right? They say that the ghosts are just repeating the mundane tasks that they did when they were alive. No, something like that. I don't know. I heard that somewhere. They have unfinished
Oh, yeah.
business.
I'm cooking a verse up for sure. Yeah, this is the Chef Ghost lore cast. Lonesome Ghost. Kitchen. That's where.
All right, chat, help me out with this one. I died in the kitchen. That's where I was when I died. Blank, 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 blank. When I was alive.
All right, I'm sending you a verse. Actually, this can probably be verse 1.
Actually, I'm gonna put verse as the intro, or the first thing. I want to be surprised with the chorus.
Chung, chung, chung. His favorite kitchen utensil appliance to haunt is the mandolin. Oh, I like this. I'll start working on a second verse based on this lore. The mandolin.
All right, Carl has sparked my brain.
A mandolin like the kitchen tool. I was thinking like a mandolin like the instrument. Although I guess they're technically both instruments. They're just one's a musical instrument and the other one's a cooking instrument.
Correct. We have one, and we have gloves for them because we don't want to cut our fingers in small slices.
The fingertip collection. Oh, yes. Quite the collector of fingertips that I lop off with my mandolin. What is the difference in spelling in those two words? Is there one? Oh, yeah. No, the mandolin instrument does not have an E. That's fine. So, and use them as oh man, it makes me wonder if it's gonna say it differently since they're spelled differently. Probably. I'm putting in hyphens. We're doing phonetic spelling, folks. Remember, phonetics are your friends with Suno. Even if it looks silly, if it's pronounced correctly, that's all that matters. Preheated the oven to
1, 2.
worked in a kitchen that didn't have the protective gloves for it. Oh no. That's no fun. You know, I try to avoid a lot of that stuff because I know that I'm clumsy and I'm the guy that'll do it. So I try to the mandolinarian. Oven's been preheated.
Ah, jeez, come on, man. Sorry. I am writing an odd number of lines for the chorus. I feel like this might be too much. I'll just take this out. Let's see if that does it.
Oh, I like this. You might think that I'm the head chef.
Wait. I missed these things. The mandolinarian.
I might think so. Can you on that first verse change that line once before I was the chef here to a chef here? Only because I'm doing a thing. I'm also spelling this phonetically. Okay, so here's verse 2.
All right.
Let me put the little brackets around it.
Thank you, sir. All right. And
Headless head chef of the kitchen.
And if this is your first time joining this show, this is the boring part, right? And it's about to get a whole lot of fun. But participating definitely is the key to enjoying this part, especially if you get a line in. So.
Oh, I like fingers are for burning. Can we have that as one of the lines in the bridge?
Oh, hell yeah. Let's do that. Okay, let's do some chants for the bridge, all right?
Yeah, I like fingers are for burning. Headless chef is solid. I like the idea of that, especially since it hasn't been mentioned. And it's just kind of like, whoa, he's headless. I like this one because it's, you know, you kind of learn more about him as you go. Just kind of things unfolding.
So fingers are for burning. I wrote in blood is for the knives.
Oh, I like this. Anyone who comes inside my kitchen forfeits their lives. Perhaps. Well, we do want to keep it kind of chanty.
Right. So let's, fingers are for burning. Blood is for the knives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's do 6 syllables. Just throwing lines at the wall to see what sticks. Oh, okay. That's not it.
Meat for the processor. That's 6, yeah?
Yeah. And it's gotta end with something that rhymes with knives.
What about chives?
Okay. Chopping up some chives.
I dig that. That's fun. That's like the only one that's actually like a... Well, I mean, I guess if it was Marco Pierre White who said it, that's technically chef related. Why not garlic? I ain't no vampire.
Okay, I need another thing that kind of rhymes with lives, chives, knives.
Wives, drives, hives is solid. You're breaking out in hives. Cauldrons for the stirring. Bribes is another good one. Dives. Survives.
Endives or endives. Let's see if it says endives, okay?
Oh, yeah, that's a food, right? It's a vegetable. It'll probably say endives because it's the DI, I think, is more commonly a die than it is a di. But I don't know.
Because it does
Oh,
pick
it's
up.
like GIF and GIF, dude.
It's like llama becoming llama. It does the double L thing.
Oh, yeah, dude. Llamas and jaguars. There's a couple of words I know for sure are real wonky with Suna. So, yeah, this is solid. And then the chorus once more.
Let's try it. And if that chant sounds good, we might add more to it on the second iteration. Let's do that. And oh, you know what else? Before
Oh, we need a guitar solo.
Exactly. That's what.
Rock. Yeah. So when you said that, I was like, I thought of it as soon as you said that.
Let's give it a long one. Let's say 8 measures. Let's see what happens. Sometimes it ignores that, so.
Yeah, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I think I don't know. I wonder how much of an effect the genre is and that kind of stuff, the lyrics themselves, as far as like the length and the. Although I don't think I think maybe only once or twice have I maxed out my characters. I'm usually like between like 1800 and 2500. On Deeves.
So
Actually, that's a good point from Anne. That might be a better. Well, I think even if you just did ON for on, but we'll see what it does. If we need to change it, then.
yeah, I almost want to leave it this way because I want to see what it does. I want to see if it does the French pronunciation, the French pronunciation, or you know, the regular American style.
High flying guitar solo harmony.
Yeah, dude. Because I want it to rip. You know what I mean? And let's say outro solo. You know what I mean? And then fade out.
Oh yeah. By the way, have you ever asked it to fade out?
No, this is my first time.
Okay. When you said that, I was like, whoa, I've never done that, and I wonder if that works.
All right, now what do we call this one? I died in the kitchen.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Kitchen death, kitchen ghost, chef ghost,
Job security.
Chef Boyardee dead.
Oh, I like that one.
That's fun. Oh, Kitchen Nightmares is actually a much better title.
All right.
Oh man.
I'm changing it to Kitchen Knife Mares only because.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a chopper, this guy.
Yeah, dude. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we get.
Oh man. This will be a fun run.
Now, if it's anything like AC/DC, I'm gonna be very happy.
I mean, usually with the classic rock, it's pretty solid.
But sometimes it does
any
this
of the
weird,
rock,
like,
southern rock.
I've done rock before, and sometimes it's weird, right? So
Yeah. Oh, that's our kitchen.
here we go. You see what I mean?
I really wish I wasn't here. I got stuck here when I died. The owners asked me to leave. I told them that I already tried. Once before I was a chef here. Now I'm but a lonesome ghost. Yes, I'm stuck here in the kitchen. It's the room I've been in the most. I died in the kitchen. That's where I was when I died.
This is more like
Couldn't
Pop
tell you
Punk.
how many things I fried. That was when I was alive. It was my whole life. Feeding Mr. Withers and his wife. Gotta haunt this kitchen till the end of time. Just to let you all know this kitchen is mine. Quite the collector of fingertips that I lop off with my mandolin. Use them as guitar picks when I strum my mandolin. The oven's been preheated since about 1982. You might think that I'm the head chef, but I'm actually the sous. I die in the kitchen, that's where I was when I died. Couldn't tell you how many things I fried. That was when I was alive. It was my whole life, feeding Mr. Withers and his wife. Gotta haunt this kitchen till the end of time. Just to let you all know this kitchen is mine. Fingers off the burning, blood for the knives, meat for the processor, chopping up some chives. In this haunted kitchen, sliced pears and iron dives. And if you make a mess here, you'll pay with all your lives. I died in the kitchen, that's where I was when I died. Couldn't tell you how many things I fried. That was when I was alive. It was my whole life, feeding Mr. Withers and his wife. Gotta haunt this kitchen till the end of time. Just to let you all know this kitchen is mine. I die in the kitchen, that's where I was when I died. Couldn't tell you how many things I fried. That was when I was alive. It was my whole life, feeding Mr. Withers and his wife. Gotta haunt this kitchen till the end of time. Just to let you all know this kitchen is mine.
I'm bummed we didn't get a solo, and that was definitely pop punk for the chorus.
Yeah, we did technically get one. It was just short. I think that it only lasted a few measures. It was not
Yeah.
near what was asked for.
Let's see what this next one comes out with, and then otherwise we're gonna have to throw in a year to prompt this thing.
Oh yeah.
I really wish I wasn't here. I got stuck here when I died.
Why is it always
the
country?
owners asked me to leave. I told them that I already tried.
Already tried.
Once before I was a chef here. Now I'm but a lonesome ghost. Guess I'm stuck here in the kitchen. It's the room I've been in the most. I died in the kitchen. That's where I was when I died. Couldn't tell you how many things I fried. That was when I was alive. It was my whole life. Feeding Mr. Withers and his wife. Gonna haunt this kitchen till the end of time. Just to let you all know this kitchen is mine.
Ole.
The collector of fingertips that I lop off with my mandolin and use
I don't
them
even
as
wanna
guitar
listen to all
picks
of this,
when I
dude.
strum my
And the
man.
4-minute one, I don't think I can do it.
I couldn't either. I was gonna stop it earlier. I'm glad you said something.
I didn't like it. Yeah, okay. So we need another run. We got to exclude country and maybe even exclude like pop punk. Because so here's something else I wonder too, right? Like obviously music and its genres are subjective, even among human beings. Like what you would consider like rock or classic rock is going to be different based on like your age and the kind of stuff you're into. And so I wonder if like Suno, when it takes that into account, it takes like instruments into account. So like in Suno's head, it's like, oh, well, you know, we've got drums, bass, you know, electric guitar, and then this vocalist, that's rock. And it's like, yeah, but not really. Like that's just, you know, those are just instruments used in rock.
Also, technically speaking, right? Some things that I would consider rock are now considered classic rock. Did you know Korn gets played on classic rock stations now?
Yeah, dude, it's there's all kinds of stuff. I heard there's a station in our town, and it's like 80s, 90s, and today, 80s, 90s, and maybe it's 80s, 90s, and today, and they played like Lit and stuff, and it's like sometimes I'll hear stuff on the radio, and I'm like, whoa, it's like on a throwback station, but it's stuff that I listened to like in high school, which I guess was 20 years ago, but still.
All right, so 80s classic rock, 70s classic rock. I put both of those in there. Hopefully, it does.
Maybe you should invert those. Maybe lead with 70s.
Okay.
Because I agree with Carl. I feel like with 80s rock, there's almost like a desire to
go hair metal.
Yeah, well, not only that, but also like get a little synthy, get a little like electronica in there.
Let's just go
Whereas
70s
I feel
pure.
like 70s rock was like just about the rock. Like,
All right.
oh my God, Korn's first album was in '94. That's crazy.
All right, dudes. Let's do volume 2.
Nirvana been oldies. What do you mean? Gen Z kids and younger speak about Nirvana like it's very like old hat music. It's like me talking to my dad about the Who or something. That was another time, dude. That was a different time, brother.
Totally.
Wait.
It's thrash. It's totally thrash metal. Death. Yeah, I don't know if I could do the whole song of that one.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Let's see what the next one is. We might have to direct this a little further. 70s, it was 70s classic rock is what I put in, and we got thrash metal from 80s.
Yeah.
Now it's System of a Down.
Wasn't here. I got stuck here when I died. The owners asked me to leave. I told them that I'd already tried. But before I was a chef here, now I'm but a lonesome ghost. Guess I'm stuck here in the kitchen. It's the room I've been in the most. I died in the kitchen, that's where I was when I died. Couldn't tell you how many things I've tried. That was when I was alive. It was my whole life. Feeding Mr. Withers and his wife. Gonna haunt this kitchen till the end of time. Just to let you all know this kitchen is mine.
Man, the 70s were wild, am I right?
Yeah.
Collector of fingertips that I lock off with my mandolin and use them as guitar picks when I strum my mandolin. The oven's been preheated since about 1982. You might think that I'm the head chef, but I'm actually the sous. I died in the kitchen, that's where I was when I died. Couldn't tell you how many things I tried. That was when I was alive. It was my whole life. Mr. Withers and his wife gonna haunt this kitchen till the end of time. Just to let you all know this kitchen is mine. Collector of fingertips and I lock off with my mandolin and use them as guitar picks when I strum my mandolin. The dolin. The oven's fingers are for burning. Blood is for the knives, meat for the processor. Chopping up some chives in this haunted kitchen. Slice bears and iron dives. And if you make a mess here, you'll pay with all your lives. I died in the kitchen, that's where I was when I died. Couldn't tell you how many things I tried. That was when I was alive. It was my whole life. Mr. Withers and his wife gonna haunt this kitchen till the end of time. Just to let you all know this kitchen is mine. That's where I was when I died. Couldn't tell you how many things I tried. That was when I was alive. It was my whole life. Mr. Withers and his wife gonna haunt this kitchen till the end of time. Just to let you all know this kitchen is mine.
There's our solo. Aw, disappointment for how short that solo was. I actually like that song. Is it classic rock?
Yeah, not really. I liked it too. I'll say I think that this is the best. That's the best version we've run.
Yep.
But yeah, still not like exactly. And now I sent you in Discord a list of the at least the rock genres that Suno says that it takes.
Okay.
I don't know if there's going to be much of a difference there. So
Glam
according to
rock.
the Suno genre list, there is. I think glam rock might be the move.
Yeah. Yep.
Hardcore punk, indie, industrial rock, punk rock, skate rock. Now, there's just rock, which is interesting to me.
Right.
But I also feel like that's too vague.
Yeah, because it could go anywhere.
Like I feel like there's some stuff with Suno that you kind of leave for Suno to interpret, and then there's other stuff where you really kind of have to hold its hand and say like, no, this is what we want. So I think glam rock, and then what are some of the there's like emotions and stuff. So like I guess emotional or happy, maybe anthemic.
All right.
And
Arena.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I think that might be enough.
Yeah, I think that should be good because you can really only designate. I guess you can designate electric guitar, but I feel like that's all assumed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's see. We might get a ballad, or we might get some craziness. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm excited for either, and then we could just change genres completely. If maybe rock isn't Suno's strong point, at least not like what we're looking for, which is classic rock. I'm sure if we threw in death metal or something,
I
it would
feel
get
good
us.
about glam rock now.
Here we go. That was just classic rock. Okay.
I really wish I wasn't here. I got stuck here when I died. The owners asked me to leave. I told them that I already tried. Once before I was a chef here.
we got a solo.
We did get something.
And this is totally Barracuda.
Oh yeah.
You're listening to KLOS 99.5 on we get more now. This is great.
This is the love ballad on the record.
Fingers are for burning. Blood is for the knives.
Oh, this is extreme.
Meat for the processor.
Or sticks.
Chopping up some chives.
Oh yeah, definitely sticks.
In this haunted kitchen. Sliced pears in my endives.
Air supply too, for sure.
And if you make a mess, dear,
See what happens.
you'll pay with all your lives.
Are we gonna revert, or is this?
It's the bridge.
I died in the kitchen. That's where I was when I died. Couldn't tell you how many things I've fried. That was when I was alive. It was my whole life.
Okay. I almost love. What? Why? How?
I don't know. I kind of love that it ends that way too. Like it was my whole life, and then that's it.
Dude, this is great. This one I think
It's
is
a roller coaster. That's the best one by far.
Oh, yeah.
So far.
and it's not glam rock, but we got classic rock finally.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if, like, they think it's like hair rock, but I immediately thought of like the Knack. Like there were moments of it that were very My Sharona, like very
Yes.
like
Yeah.
mid to late 70s rock.
So if we
But
got
yeah, I dig it.
if we
I
got
think
that
was
one,
solid.
I want to hear the second one. I'm hoping we nail it again.
Oh, yeah.
I really wish I wasn't here. I got stuck here when I died. Owners asked me to leave. I told them I already tried.
Before I play the rest of it, we're at a dive bar right now. That's what it sounds like to me.
Once before I was a chef, here now I'm but a lonesome ghost. Yes, I'm stuck here in the kitchen. It's the room I've been in the most. I died in the kitchen. That's where I was when I died. Couldn't tell you how many things I've fried. That was when I was alive. It was my whole life. Beating the
kitchen is...
Was my whole life feeding Mr. Withers
Hey,
and
you
his
got a fade
wife.
out.
Gonna
Nice.
haunt this kitchen till the end of time, just to let you all know
I mean,
this kitchen is mine.
It's a weird fade out.
Down in the kitchen, that's where I was when I died. Couldn't tell you how
Hey,
many
there's the arena. The crowd is singing this now with the singer.
when I was alive. It was my whole life.
Now it's getting creepy.
Mr. Withers and his wife. Gonna haunt this kitchen till the end of time, just to let you all know this kitchen is mine.
I was thinking Queen for sure. That's a very Freddie Mercury thing to do, where it's just like everything stopped. I'm still doing this, and it also reminds me a lot of like I don't know if you've ever listened to like Queen stuff, like with Freddie being like isolated, like just him.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely that kind of feel too, especially like on the bridge. That was so good.
That one, I mean, those two are awesome. Like they're not.
Yeah, those were strong.
Maybe I don't know what glam rock is, but this sounds like classic rock to me. Does glam rock fall into classic rock? I don't know. Probably at this point it might.
I mean, it says that it's a style of rock music developed in the UK in the 70s. But you know, the other thing too to consider with music, and I wonder if Suno even considers it or cares, is that like part of a genre of music is the culture, right? It's more than just the sound.
Right.
It's also like the attitude and the dress and like just the general like vibe. And that isn't so much captured, I think, when it comes to genres with Suno. Because for Suno, however its algorithm runs, it's just listening to other music and catching a vibe for that. So, you know, I'm sure that there are tons of bands that are labeled as one thing that any of us might listen to and be like, well, I don't really consider this band blank, but that's what they're listed as online. Like that's what their label lists them as. So, oh man.
Is that how you spell him?
Well, we gotta do themes.
Oh
brother.
yeah, dude. I'm just gonna sit here and generate another one.
We'll sit here all night doing that, dude.
Yeah, dude. All right, now we're into the smooth sounds of picking a theme.
It's theme time, brother. Ooh, Candy. I like that already.
You gotta love this fucking song, by the way. All right, sorry, we're getting our. Let me get my notes set up here. All right, Candy is a good.
Can't just be Candy though. We've got to make it a little more. It's time to pick a theme. That is bizarre. The Beatles, Floyd, Stones, and Zeppelin. I can see Floyd and Zeppelin being on the same elevator, but not the Beatles and the Stones. Maybe late Beatles. Satanic Candy, like D Candy.
Razor blades hidden in candy apples. What about Halloween, like myths or urban legends?
Oh, I love that plan. Like, because I was thinking, like, every Halloween they say the news runs their stupid stuff where they're like, be careful that your kid's candy isn't edibles. As if, like, any self-respecting adult that uses edibles would ever do that.
Not only that, how fucking
And not even
expensive
just
would that
moral-
shit be?
That's what I'm saying. It's not even a moral question. It's a matter of, like, I'm not trying to just give away weed. That's crazy.
I mean, it's not impossible. Some now, not me, but stoners can be very weird.
Forgetful.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, did you put out the candy for the kids? And then he's like, yeah. What'd you put out?
In my most forgetful moments, I don't think I could ever.
I couldn't either, man. That under lock and key. You know what I mean? Like, I don't take chances like that.
Yeah. By the way, Kirk, so from our understanding with Suno,
Devil's
and
Night.
at least what Suno lays out to us is that those of us with paid subscriptions own all of the rights to the music. And so, in theory, there should be no issue publishing them. Personally, I have not on my DistroKid through my distributor released any AI music, and that's only because of my own reservations, just because we haven't gotten a final word from this court case that's still ongoing between Suno and Universal Music Group and Atlantic and all these major labels. I am confident that Suno will win, in which case it'll be a non-issue. But I mean, as things stand at the moment, technically speaking, we own all of the rights to the music that we generate using it. So,
yep. I mean, if we write our own lyrics, you guys see us doing it. So there's number one, right? For the argument for being able to release it, right? The song wouldn't exist if we didn't prompt it. So there's that.
very true.
People can argue anything they want about how Suno like gets its song sounds or whatever, but I'm a musician. I emulate the things that I like. Is that not the same thing? To me, it is. I have influences from all the different music I've listened to. So I don't know.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Devil's Night. You know, another funny thing about Devil's Night, the high school that I attended's mascot was the Blue Devils. And that was what our homecoming was called, was Devil's Night. Wait, maybe it was Devil's Bash. I don't know. Either way.
It did that thing again.
It's pretty much, yeah.
All right, so I wrote
So
down,
what? Would you do like superstitions or urban legends? Urban legends is cool because you could either do it about one or you could do it about all of them.
yeah,
Maybe one of us could do like a collective one and then one of us could focus on just one.
or we can even make up our own.
That's true. Oh, I kind of love that idea.
Okay, so we'll say
Like danger candy, like a urban legend. Danger candy can be one of them.
candy-related urban legends. How's that sound?
Heck yeah. That's inclusive of the Pop Rocks and Coke. But aren't there like, I think there's a handful of things like that.
Okay, now what do we do? Do we choose the genre this time as well?
I don't know.
Or do we do a classic style where we choose the genres and see what happens?
Yeah, that's true. We can choose each other's. That could be fun.
Let's do that. Let's do that again. I think that might be fun.
Sounds fun.
And then we can just reveal it as we did previously. Oh,
I like
should we talk about episode 10 or do we save that for another time?
Maybe we talk about it next week.
All right.
Because I don't totally remember everything, and also that'll be a good prompter for next week's 9. So we'll talk about what we're doing on 10.
A little hint, Humo.
Oh yeah, Humo's coming.
Humo.
That'll be
dude.
the Humo. That'll be the next thing.
All right. So, thanks for joining us then on the 8th episode of Bartificial Intelligence. Hope you guys enjoyed everything. And the camera's over here. Like, subscribe, share, talk about it, talk crap about it, do all the stuffs. And we appreciate you for being here. And see you next week.
Yep, see you guys.
We hope that you enjoy.
And thanks for all the regulars. I keep forgetting to say that. All you guys that are always here, it really means a lot to myself and Yaz, I'm sure. Without you guys, the show wouldn't be as fun.
It's
So,
the end. Shut it down.
It's
We
true.
gotta go.
So long,
But
and thanks for
hopefully
Unfish.
This song will be stuck inside your head till the next episode. This is the end of Bartificial Intelligence.
This is one of my
Try to do
favorites
it
too.
once a
Yep.
week. Come back in 7 days and have a peek. We're doing it all for free. But if you want to leave us a tip, there's a link, so feel free. And thanks.
yeah, man. I don't know if everybody's going to be ready for Humo.
It is going to be that, you know, between like we're already combining tools, and then this will just be like a different level thing.
If you did the next time, you know where to go.
And they won't know what the hell we're talking about because they weren't part of that conversation, dude.
You are far
No, they're just going to know about it until next time, dude. So this is like a hint for the hint.
Yeah, and then we're talking over the music too, so like maybe they can't even understand what we're saying.
inside your head till the
That's
next
just a good
episode.
point too. Maybe they're like, what are they saying? And then they ask about it next time.
Yeah,
Then we
dude.
can talk about it
Now,
next time.
they're probably in the chat too, speculating on what we're talking about. At least those.
Yeah,
for free. But if you want to leave us a tip, there's a link, so feel free. And thanks.
Oh man.
Reality TV, brother. You just got to leave little breadcrumbs.